Have you ever wondered how much more you could achieve if you had more self-control? Imagine the potency of that ability, the power to regulate your emotions, manage your actions, and control your desires. That's the magic of self-control. Self-control is the unsung hero of our daily lives. It's the secret ingredient in the recipe for success, the silent partner in the dance of discipline, and the invisible thread that ties together achievement and satisfaction. It's the fuel that drives the machinery of our lives, propelling us towards our goals and away from the pitfalls of impulsivity. Let's take a moment to ponder the true impact of self-control. It's like an inner compass, guiding us through the maze of life, steering us clear of obstacles and distractions. It's the force that allows us to resist that extra slice of cake, the strength to keep our temper in check during heated moments, the resolve to press on when the going gets tough. It's the ability to make decisions that serve our long-term interests, even when our short-term desires are screaming for attention. But self-control isn't just about resisting temptation, it's about channeling our energy towards productive pursuits, about focusing our attention on what truly matters. It's about creating a life that is not just lived, but consciously crafted, a masterpiece of our own making. In this journey, we'll explore the fascinating world of self-control. We'll dive into real-life examples, delve into the science behind it, explore techniques to boost it, and discuss the consequences of a lack of it. We'll peel back the layers of this complex trait, shedding light on its many dimensions and its profound influence on our lives. There's a lot to unpack, a lot to discover. So buckle up and get ready for an enlightening exploration of the human psyche. As we delve deeper, prepare to uncover the immense potential of self-control. Think about the last time you had to resist a tempting dessert or wake up early for a workout. Picture this. A friend offers you a piece of decadent chocolate cake. It's rich, velvety, and simply irresistible. But you remember the commitment you made to yourself, to eat healthier. In that very moment, you're exercising self-control. You're choosing long-term health over immediate gratification. Now let's dive into another scenario. You've set an alarm for 5 in the morning to squeeze in a workout before the day begins. The alarm rings, it's still dark outside, and your bed has never felt more comfortable. But you push back the covers, lace up your sneakers, and start your workout. This right here is self-control in action. You're prioritizing your fitness goals over the comfort of a few extra minutes of sleep. Consider another common example: procrastination. We've all been there, right? A task or a project is due, but somehow the allure of scrolling through social media or watching another episode of your favorite show is much stronger. But when you decide to put your phone down and focus on your work, you're exhibiting self-control. You're choosing productivity over distraction. And let's not forget about managing finances. It's easy to splurge on that expensive gadget or designer dress that's caught your eye. But when you decide to save that money for a rainy day or invest it for future gains, you're showing self-control. You're aligning your spending with your financial goals, not your impulses. These real-life scenarios are not just examples of self-control, but also a testament to its power. Every time you choose your long-term goals over immediate satisfaction, you're exercising self-control. It's about making choices that may not offer instant pleasure, but lead to significant benefits in the long run. These examples demonstrate that self-control is indeed a powerful tool in our daily lives. But what exactly is happening in our brains when we exercise self-control? Self-control is not just a matter of willpower, it's a complex interplay of brain functions. And it starts with the prefrontal cortex, the part of our brain responsible for decision-making and behavioral control. When we're faced with a decision, especially one that requires self-control, it's the prefrontal cortex that steps into the spotlight. You can think of your prefrontal cortex as the CEO of your brain. It's the one in charge, making the tough calls. When faced with a temptation, the prefrontal cortex evaluates the long-term consequences of giving in. If the costs outweigh the benefits, it sends a signal to resist the temptation. But the prefrontal cortex doesn't work alone. It has a partner in crime, the limbic system, which is the emotional and instinctual part of our brain. The limbic system is all about immediate gratification. It's that little voice in your head saying, "Eat that cookie now, worry about the diet later." So here's where the battle of self-control comes into play. It's the prefrontal cortex versus the limbic system. Long-term goals against immediate gratification. It's a tug of war, and the winner determines whether you exercise self-control or not. But let's not forget about willpower. Willpower is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. But also, like a muscle, it can get tired. This is known as ego depletion. When your willpower is depleted, it's harder to exercise self-control. This is why it's so important to manage your willpower effectively. By understanding when it's likely to be depleted and taking steps to replenish it, you can increase your chances of making the right decisions and exercising self-control. Understanding the science behind self-control can help us harness it more effectively. This is not just about resisting temptations, but also about making smarter decisions, achieving our goals, and ultimately leading a more fulfilling life. So, how can we improve our self-control? Well, there's no magic wand, but there are proven techniques that can help us strengthen this crucial trait. The first technique is setting clear, measurable goals. Without a destination in sight, it's easy to veer off the path. That's why it's so important to know exactly what you're striving for. Be specific, make it measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. This is often referred to as setting SMART goals. When your goals are clear, your mind has something concrete to focus on, making it easier to resist distractions and stay on track. The second tool in our self-control toolkit is mindfulness. This is the practice of being fully present and engaged in the here and now. It's about paying attention to your thoughts and feelings without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, you become more aware of your impulses, making it easier to control them. It's like having a personal bodyguard for your mind, keeping unruly thoughts and behaviors in check. Lastly, creating an environment conducive to self-control can make a world of difference. This could mean removing temptations from your surroundings or designing your space in a way that encourages focus and productivity. For instance, if you're trying to eat healthily, avoid keeping unhealthy snacks at home. If you want to focus on work, create a clutter-free workspace that's free from distractions. By manipulating your environment, you can make it easier for your self-control to thrive. Remember, self-control is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So don't be disheartened if you falter at the start. It's all part of the process. With consistent practice and by employing these techniques, you'll find your self-control gradually improving. With these techniques, you can start strengthening your self-control muscle today. And remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about making progress. Each small victory is a step towards becoming the best version of yourself. So let's get started. What happens when we fail to exercise self-control? A question that may seem simple, but the answer is a complex web of potential consequences. Firstly, let's look at health. A lack of self-control can lead to poor health decisions, such as not sticking to a balanced diet, neglecting exercise, or indulging in harmful habits. Over time, these choices can culminate in health problems, including obesity, heart diseases, diabetes, and even mental health disorders. Next, financial troubles. Without self-control, it's easy to fall into the trap of impulse purchases or unwise investments. A buy now, think later mentality can lead to a mountain of debt, and before you know it, your financial stability is at risk. What's more, it's not just about money. It's about the stress and anxiety that come with financial insecurity. Another area where lack of self-control can wreak havoc is in relationships. Whether it's a romantic partnership, a family bond, or a professional connection, self-control is key to maintaining balance and harmony. Without it, you might find yourself in constant conflicts, unable to compromise, or worse, damaging relationships that are important to you. Then there's the matter of life satisfaction. Self-control, or the lack thereof, can greatly influence how satisfied you are with your life. Those who struggle with self-control often find themselves in a cycle of regret and disappointment. They may feel stuck, unable to reach their goals or achieve their dreams. Finally, lack of self-control can impede personal growth. When we cannot control our impulses, we may miss out on opportunities for learning and self-improvement. Instead of progressing, we might find ourselves stagnating, trapped in our own limitations. So you see, the repercussions of not exercising self-control can be far-reaching. It affects not only our physical health, but also our financial stability, our relationships, our satisfaction with life, and our personal growth. The repercussions of not exercising self-control can be far-reaching. So, we've explored the power and importance of self-control. We've journeyed together through a fascinating exploration of self-control. Starting with the potency of this attribute, we've seen that self-control is a crucial element in personal and professional success. It's not just about resisting the temptation of an extra slice of cake or the allure of procrastination. It's about the mastery of our desires, impulses, and tendencies. In the realm of real-life examples, we've delved into the stories of accomplished individuals who've used self-control as a stepping stone to their success. Whether it's the athlete who pushes through pain to achieve their goals, or the entrepreneur who sacrifices immediate pleasures for long-term gain, these examples have shown us the practical implications of self-control in our lives. We've also peeked under the hood to understand the science behind self-control. The prefrontal cortex, the brain's decision-making center, plays a crucial role in regulating our impulses. By understanding this, we can better appreciate the biological mechanisms that underpin our ability to exercise restraint, making the process of cultivating self-control less daunting. Then we've uncovered some powerful techniques to boost self-control. From mindfulness and meditation to regular exercise and adequate sleep, we've learned that simple lifestyle changes can significantly enhance our self-regulation capabilities. These aren't just theoretical concepts, but practical tools that we can start implementing right away. We've also discussed the consequences of a lack of self-control. From strained relationships and poor health to missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential, the cost of not exercising self-control can be steep, reinforcing the importance of this attribute in our lives. In conclusion, self-control is more than just willpower. It's a skill, a discipline, something that can be honed and strengthened over time. It's about making conscious choices, taking deliberate actions, and sometimes making sacrifices for the sake of our future selves. Remember, self-control is a skill that can be cultivated and strengthened. Start today and witness the transformation in your life.